Hey everyone, if you guys are new here, then welcome to the Cozy Cauldron. And if you're returning, then welcome back. So today we're doing a reading on what are you currently manifesting. So we're just going to check in on how your manifestations are going, if there's anything you can do to speed things up or improve them. And I chose these cute donut playing cards today. I love this deck. I love anything food related. I think it's so cute. But yeah, for pile 1, we have a toffee apple, which says toffee apple flavored glaze. For pile 2, we have maple bacon bars, which says crispy bacon with a maple syrup glaze. And for pile 3, we have yum yum, which is a twisted dough dipped in a glaze. So take as much time as you need to pick a pile, do whatever helps you tap into your intuition. Could be deep breathing, or, you can pick based on the images if you like. You can pick more than one pile or watch all 3. That's perfectly fine. There's no hard rules to this. And I'll be starting off with pile 1. Hey group 1, if you guys chose the toffee apple donut, then this is your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here, and we'll start off with some tarot cards. So today I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. Oop, you guys got the Ace of Pentacles. Let's get 2 more. Ooh, the Page of Pentacles just flew out. And 1 more card. The 10 of Pentacles. Wow, you guys are very, very pentacle oriented. Because the 7 of Diamonds is like the 7 of Pentacles if you were to translate it to tarot. So you guys have pretty much all Pentacles cards, which is very interesting. Okay, let me grab some Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Okay, that was very quick. You guys got the New Life card. And I'll get a few more. I think I'll do Moonology and then the Green Witch Oracle. Okay, that's a lot of cards, but I'll take these 2, which says a personal issue reaches resolution and don't let pride get in your way. And let's get 1 Green Witch Oracle card. And then we'll get started with your reading. Tranquility, which is violet. Okay. So let me just rearrange these a little bit so everything's in frame. And then I'll take a second to breathe. And then I'll get into your guys' messages. Okay, group 1. So what I'm really seeing for you guys, without diving into the booklets immediately, since all of your tarot cards have to do with pentacles, I'm getting the strong feeling that what you're manifesting has to do with, pentacle energy, which could be career, schooling, money, things of that sort. And I get the sense that you're sort of trying to manifest or build upon some sort of generational prosperity with this 10 of Pentacles. I can see that you're learning something with this Page of Pentacles, and you're working really hard towards this ultimate goal. And I see with the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like you have been seeing some progress, or you will be seeing some progress soon. Now, in terms of manifestation, I definitely do see that you are heading in a good direction for what, you want, for what you want to get. I'm just seeing a few suggestions for you on how to better achieve this achieve your manifestations. So I'm really drawn towards these moon cards, which is full moon in Cancer and full moon in Leo. And what I'm really getting, because it says personal issue reaches resolution and don't let your pride get in the way. I'm getting the sense that, excuse me, I'm getting the sense that there's some sort of opportunity being presented or some sort of help, and you're not really looking towards it as something to help you along your way due to some sort of pride or personal insecurity. And then what I get from that is mostly you want to do everything yourself, and maybe you have insecurities on depending on other people's help, things of that sort. Or like I said, wanting to do everything by yourself, and wanting to keep things more of a secret, which can be fine. But what I'm getting with this is that something that will help your manifestations propel more forward and improve more is if you sort of don't let your pride get in the way, like it says here. Just when you feel that pridefulness coming up, when a sort of opportunity pops up that could maybe be perceived as help, or maybe I'm getting the word handout. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't want handouts. Don't be prideful in that regard. You're rejecting, or you could have been rejecting, or you may be tempted to reject possible help from the universe towards reaching your goal due to your pride and wanting to do everything by yourself. But I am seeing with the personal issue reaches resolution, especially with Cancer. Cancer, is ruled by the moon, and this is full moon in Cancer, so it's very emotion based. And I feel like with a personal issue reaches resolution, you may be aware of this, or you're becoming more aware of this sort of defensive behavior and way of looking at help. And you could find yourself starting to the word conquer is coming up. I don't know why, if it's because it's the line, but you're conquering this aspect of yourself, and you're sort of, moving your pride out of the way and accepting help and understanding that it doesn't mean that you didn't earn it or that you don't deserve what you're getting. It's just helping you along your journey to where you want to be. And you do deserve support for whatever you're trying to achieve. And, no one, I'm not getting the sense that no one's going to try and turn back to you and be like, okay, now you have to pay me back. I don't see that being an issue, though I feel like that is a worry of yours. I want to read this new life card really quick, so let me grab the booklet. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. The essential meanings are birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, and life renewing itself. So, when spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song, and nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. Oh my gosh, it's so cool with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. Okay, that's great. So, yeah, okay. So what I'm really getting from that, I can see, you feel very energetic towards achieving your goals and the manifestations and whatnot. If you don't feel that way now, I can see that coming in soon, where something sort of inspires you or gives you a new idea on how to go about this that propels you further forward towards reaching this goal. And that may be where this don't let pride get in your way comes in, where perhaps you may be talking with some people and they say a few things that sound like good ideas, and you may be tempted to let your pride step in and be like, no, I'm not going to try that or even consider that. But I see that if you go ahead and keep an open mind from what other people around you are saying, and keep an open mind towards things that you would usually turn your nose up to in terms of like trying certain methods, like keep an open mind for really anything at the moment, because I see you're being presented an opportunity or some sort of blessing from the universe or from hard work that you've done. And this opportunity is really going to propel things forward. And it's going to inspire you, make you feel very energetic. The only concern is that you may self-sabotage due to like insecurities or personal like issues that are a bit maybe deep-rooted. So if it's not, because I'm also getting one thing, I've been mentioning a lot with the don't let your pride get in the way of not wanting to work with other people. But if that's not the case, I'm also getting something along the lines of like perfectionism. Sometimes when, we have very strong perfectionism, we find ourselves not even wanting to start doing something or try something new out of fear that it may not turn out well. And I could definitely be getting that too, or maybe you have a lot of problems with perfectionism and wanting things to be perfect, and as a result, you could find yourself spending too much time on certain aspects and sort of driving yourself a little wiry, trying to make things perfect. And as a result of that, you may be not noticing an opportunity, or you do notice the opportunity, but you're sort of uncomfortable with trying to take it due to a fear that it will not turn out well, or you will not be good enough at it. But I'm getting the sense that you're going to be able to sort of push this aside, whatever the issue is, whether it's perfectionism or having a hard time trusting and working with other people. I'm seeing you being able to sort of put aside your reservations and go towards this opportunity, because a personal issue reaches a resolution, I think, is a really good pairing for this full moon in Leo, because it's like, despite this anxiety or reserve you may feel about this, you are going to be able to think about it and sort of put your pride aside and go forward with it. Now, I really also want to read the Tranquility, because immediately when seeing that card, I'm just thinking about, like, what I immediately get intuitively is you may be overly thinking about things, overthinking, because perfectionism and overthinking go very hand in hand. And I get the sense that you're being encouraged to try and find ways to find tranquility of mind, not overthink as much in terms of the situation, because finding yourself in a more tranquil state, I think, will help you with your manifestations, as well as just your own peace of mind and overall health. Now, that's a lot easier said than done, but I'm definitely seeing encouragement to try and find something that helps you feel more tranquil. It takes your mind off of the manifestation for moments when you can't really work on it, when it's left to the universe's hands and you can't do anything more. You need to find a way to still your mind around the manifestation in order to let things work themselves out. But let me read the booklet for it to see what they say. It's violets, so okay. There's this quote up here that I want to read really quick because it just caught my eye. It says, "Everything that slows us down and forces patience, everything that sets us back into the slow circles of nature is a help. Gardening is an instrument of grace." I find that very interesting. Like I'm getting something may slow you down this week, and it may feel like I don't know, I'm saying this week, it just, like I'm doing a week ahead reading. That just kind of popped out. So maybe it will happen this week, maybe it could happen in the future, further in the future, I don't know. But something could slow you down, which you may find very frustrating. But you're being told that the slowdown is actually presenting new information to you that helps you with your manifestations. So even though it may feel like an annoyance or an obstacle, take a second to look around you. I'm getting Hanged Man energy. Take a second to look around you, change your perspective a bit, and you'll see this Ace of Pentacles moment. Or you may also see how much progress you've made so far with that Seven of Pentacles. Okay, but let me read the oracle meanings. Say, although you may have felt tested recently, a period of advancement and breaking free is now open. Oh, that's so cool with the new life, breaking free and new life. Okay. Adaptation may be necessary. However, a greater depth of meaning, loyalty, and truth is inspired by the appearance of violets. Secrets are safe, and those you hold closest are also afforded this protection. The truth will prevail, and that which is no longer wanted will be weakened. Be wary of intolerance, insensitivity to others, and blind faith. Okay, so I find it really interesting how they mention adaptation may be necessary, because I can definitely see how that may be a part of this. Don't let your pride get in the way. I could see how maybe you might be someone who really likes it when things go to plan. Maybe you have a hard time adapting to change sometimes. You may be a little hesitant and a little stubborn around it. Definitely also if you are a Leo, I definitely get that stubborn energy. I'm a Leo myself, and when I decide I want to do something a certain way, I can be very stubborn about it, and I could see that may be the case for you. But what you're really being told is that flexibility may be very important for furthering or quickening your manifestation, especially with this opportunity. So the pride could also be surrounding a sort of stubbornness in terms of change, in terms of adapting to changes in the situation. So I'm definitely getting, if you find something pops up, sorry about that, my phone alarm started going off. But what was I saying? Okay, yeah. If you find that something pops up that seems like an obstacle or an annoyance, and it's really frustrating you, think of it more so as maybe the opportunity where you are being redirected. And though at the moment it may seem really frustrating, it's actually a good thing, because this redirection or need to adapt may be a better path towards achieving what you are manifesting. But yeah, group one, I guess to give a quick recap, what I'm seeing in terms of manifestation is really surrounding Pentacles energy, things to do with the material world. Maybe I'm getting a house, if you want a house, certain job, a certain amount of wealth, generational prosperity, things of that sort. And I'm seeing that you're doing really well on your manifestation at the moment. You're working really hard, you're learning new things, but there may be a sort of hitch in your plan, and you will need to be flexible and adapt. So you may need to let go of some perfectionism and try something new. You may need to forego a plan that you had been following previously because something popped up and go a different route. And that may feel very frustrating. It may feel like a setback, but in reality, it's actually a better path towards what you're trying to manifest. And through adapting to these circumstances, you're going to find yourself really inspired and energized, and almost like new life is being brought into this manifestation that you are trying to achieve. But yeah, group 1, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. If you guys did enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you gave my video a like, subscribed if you like my channel. It really does help out here on YouTube. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hey group 2, if you guys chose the Maple Bacon Bar donut card, then this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here, and then we'll get started off with some tarot cards. So today I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. We're just, like I said earlier, asking questions about manifestations. A bunch of cards just popped out. I'm going to take the top one, and I'm going to put the rest back. So group 2. Okay, you guys appear to be the group that the deck is spitting out 5 or more cards each time I'm shuffling, which is always kind of funny. So I'll take the top one if that happens again, and just keep going. Get one more card. And you guys got the Ten of Cups. Okay. Let me grab some Wisdom of the Oracle cards. You guys got Clean It Up. Okay. Let's do some Moonology, and then I'll do some Green Witch Oracle, and then we'll get started. That's a lot of cards. Group 2. Okay. Communication is key. New Moon in Gemini. Now let's get the Green Witch Oracle. Okay. Luck flipped over, which is the Lime. Okay. So let me just move the cards around a little bit so everything can be nice in frame. And then I'm going to breathe, take in the messages, and then I'll get started with you guys' reading. Okay, group 2, so I'm getting a really strong feeling that this manifestation you're working on has to do with the home life and family, because with this Ten of Cups and this Two of Cups and the Clean It Up, I'm getting a lot about at home and the life at home. So with the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands, I'm getting that the manifestations could have to do with possibly moving house. Maybe you're moving from apartment to, or you're wanting to move out of an apartment into owning your own home. I'm also getting very strongly maybe you want to start a family with this Ten of Cups. I'm very drawn towards the sort of family dynamic with the child and the baby. I'm also getting that maybe, if starting a family is not so much like kids for you, I can also see that it could be with just creating very like cozy family environment in your home with your partner, if you have a partner, or I can definitely see it being finding someone who you would want to settle down with and have a sort of home with. So that's what I'm getting in terms of manifestation. I know that's very broad. There's a lot of different scenarios, but I guess the gist of it is it feels like it's very strongly related to interpersonal relationships in the home life. Yeah, I'm definitely getting if you're single, you may be trying to manifest or look for someone who you get along with really well, you find to be a good partner, someone you'd want to maybe spend the rest of your life with. And if you're already in a relationship, I could see it being where you want to, or you're manifesting the next steps in the relationship, or manifesting starting a family with this person, or owning a home with this person. So before reading, because I want to read the booklet for Clean It Up, what I'm immediately getting from that is a lot to do with not just cleaning your own space. I'm getting that very strongly, like cleaning your space and making your current home environment very cozy and nice and relaxing, sort of in a way of what you're currently trying to manifest for a future situation. Try and emulate that in your current situation. But other than that, I'm also getting cleaning up internal blockages within yourself, because I see the group 1 got the Ace of Pentacles too, and they were very focused on like certain blockages hiding an opportunity, and I could see that being the case with you too, but maybe more so, something internal I could see being like preventing you from getting to where you want to be. It's some sort of blockage or lesson that you haven't dealt with. It definitely feels kind of like shadow energy, or maybe I'm getting it could be previous experiences from past relationships, or situations where maybe you were burned or this and that, and you may find yourself unconsciously feeling like you have trust issues, and you may not realize it, but in the way you are acting, it could be showing up in sort of being counterintuitive to your manifestations. Because I see, like, for example, I could see that maybe if you're looking or trying to manifest a partner or a person you'd want to settle down with, so you're working hard at manifesting that, but your actions are coming through out of past hurt, and as a result, your actions are very counterintuitive to your manifestations, where you're trying to manifest a nice, healthy, loving partnership, but you're behaving in a way that is fearful, or in a way that makes it like you don't want that to come in. So it's kind of like you are self-sabotaging in a way due to past hurt. Now, if it's not the case where you were trying to find a relationship or a new relationship, and you're currently, in a relationship and wanting to manifest a strong future with this person, possibly family, housing, with the Clean It Up, I can definitely see the same situation where one, physically cleaning up may help the situation, but also there may be some baggage that you're holding within yourself that is affecting your relationships or affecting the way you're trying to achieve things. And with this, communication is key. If you are in a relationship and you're wanting to go further, it's really, a good time to be very open with this person. I'm getting the sense that maybe, I can see how, you want certain things perhaps in a relationship, but you don't want to ask for them. You just want your partner to know it and do it. And I 100% get that. I 100% get that. Like, sometimes you just want to be given flowers. You don't want to have to ask to be given flowers. But in the reality of the situation is, this person may not know what you want and need. So for the first few times, try and openly communicate your wants and needs or your desires with this person to make sure, they understand what will make you happy, and also to make sure you two are on the same page. Because one thing that's showing up is maybe, you want to own a home or have a family, but maybe you're not being very open in conversation. You may be dropping hints here and there, but you're not openly, just bluntly saying, hey, I think I'd want to do this with you. What do you think about this? And that may be due to like fear of rejection. Once again, let's clean it up. But I'm getting right now, in order to like sort of work through these fears or internal blockages, it's a good time just to be very, very open. If another person is involved, be very open with them about what you want to achieve, what you're trying to manifest, and hear their input, because I get the sense that maybe you're afraid that they don't want the same things. And I feel like they do. I feel like if you're in a relationship, I feel like this is a good partnership, and they do have similar wants out of life to you. But, if they don't, then that is just sort of, I guess, you learning that someone you're with or have been with, you want different things out of life, and perhaps you may need to go separate ways in order to achieve what you both really want, which can be quite painful. And I'm not saying that's the scenario. I don't think that's the scenario for most of you. But if that is the scenario, it is hard, but I think in the end, you would be much happier. But once again, I think that scenario specifically, I don't think applies to the majority of you. I think for the majority of you, if you're in a relationship and this resonates, it's more so you're dropping hints here and there of what you want and what you need. And maybe the other person's a little oblivious, and all you have to do is really open up about it more, and then that person will start reciprocating because they understand what you want. Or, you mention, hey, I want to own a home with you, and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds great. I would love to do that with you too. So definitely, I think your blockages for manifestation at the moment mostly just has to do with you not communicating clearly with the people you're involved with what you want. I can also see if you're not in a relationship and you're looking for one, communication is key. Makes you think that when you're meeting people, try to be very open about what you want up front. I think that will help you find a person quicker if you're very open about, hey, I'm not looking for something casual, I'm looking for something serious. If that's what you're looking for, just being very open about that will help you find someone in that regard. Now, if there's no romance involved with your manifestation, if it's mostly just like wanting to buy a home, I'm getting that communication is key with that. I'm getting keeping on top of emails for some reason popping up, keeping on top of emails, communicating a lot with your real estate agent, or like I'm hearing staying very active and looking for something that will fit you is very important. Like staying very diligent and looking around you at what's available, And you may find something with this luck card, you may find something that you love that fits perfectly for you. Speaking of this luck card, I want to read the booklet for it really quickly. So let me put that, the lime card. Let's see. Okay. You may find you are right in the middle of a situation at present, or that something is stuck in circles. This could be caused by overreactions or too much interference. It's time to let things progress at their own pace. Limes bring luck with them, so take a chance and be ready for the ups and downs this energy brings, but know that time is on your side. Don't overplan and be open to letting complexities unravel on their own. That's very interesting. Perhaps the clean it up has a lot to do with, like I said, internal stuff, but maybe the internal issues have to do with control, maybe wanting to control situations that you can't necessarily control. And this luck card definitely could be telling you, hey, you gotta let go, let things take their course, and just know luck is on your side and it's going to turn out well. As uncomfortable as it is sometimes to let go of control, I can see that being an encouragement, which makes a lot of sense for manifestation. I've always been told by people around me who are more experienced, they always say, manifest like it has already happened and you're thankful for it, and then let it go. Like, don't dwell on it too much. It gets in the way, apparently. That's what I've always been told. And I'm getting that strongly here, that maybe you're in that period where you need to sort of step back and let the universe do its magic. Let's read the Clean It Up card too, because why not? Let's see here. Oops, I went way too far. Okay. Getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Have you ever felt so bogged down with emotional gunk? Oh my gosh, emotional gunk. Okay. That you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work, overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack, takes up energetic space. Okay, I find that very interesting. It says every comparison leads to a sense of lack. That could be something that you are experiencing at the moment, where you may be experiencing, like comparing yourself to others around your age, your peers, and where they are in life compared to you, and like stuff on social media. And you may find that it's giving you a feeling of lack or jealousy, and that could be definitely interrupting your manifestations, where if you're not in a sense of abundance but in a sense of lack. And one thing I'm getting to remind you of is that what you are seeing on social media is very intricately curated by the people who post it. It's not real, so to say. And maybe they did have these achievements, but the way they go about showing them or doing these things is sort of to just, I would say, an exaggeration for not showing off necessarily, but kind of showing off, and it's not real life. And trying to remember that, maybe taking a break from social media for a little bit just to like recenter yourself could help. Let's see, every unpaid bill just adds up to the unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it, make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. So one thing that could help out a lot too is, like how they said, energetically cleaning house. So maybe you could do a sort of like house cleanse with incense, or a certain like magical cleansing floor wash with like lemons and lavender. You could find recipes online for that if that interests you. maybe even cleansing yourself energetically could be very helpful. But yeah, group 2. I guess to give a quick recap, I'm feeling the sense that most of what you're manifesting has to do with relationships and home life, whether it be wanting to move into your own home, owning a home, finding someone you can be a partner with for the rest of your life, advancing your partnership with the person you're with, having children, things like that. But I'm seeing that you are needing to more clearly communicate with the people in your life about your wants and what you're trying to manifest. You need to, if it's in terms of a house, you need to, or you're being encouraged to keep a very keen eye on everything like that's on the market. Talk with your real estate agent often. Check emails, every day. But with clean it up, I'm getting there's internal baggage or stuff around your house that you just need to clean out to help with your manifestation, to help you move forward. And remember, luck is on your side, and I'm getting the sense that maybe right now you're in the point of manifestation where you need to step back and let the universe do its work. So if you have been way too close and controlling in terms of your manifestation, try your best to let go of control and just see how things unfold. But yeah, group 2, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. If you guys enjoyed, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really does help out here on YouTube. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey group 3, if you guys chose the Yum Yum donut card, and this is your reading, I'm going to go ahead and put this up here, and then I'll start off with some tarot cards. So I'm using the Everyday Witch tarot deck today. We're just asking, what are you currently manifesting? How can you improve it or make things manifest faster? Stuff like that. Group 3. Oop. You got the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm going to get a Wisdom of the Oracle card now. Oops. Okay. So you guys got Time for a Nap and Chaos and Conflict. I think I'll grab a Moonology card now, and then I'll get the Green Witch Oracle as our last Oracle card. Ooh. Got Step Out of Your Comfort Zone. Okay. Let's do the Green Witch Oracle now. You guys are getting a lot of cards popping out because you just got 2 of these Green Witch Oracle, which is Love, the tomato, and then the apple, which says continuance. So I'm going to put one up here, one down here, and let me just move the cards around a bit. You guys have a lot of cards, and hopefully everything is in frame. Okay. Now, let me just take a second to breathe in, take in the messages, and then I'll get started with your guys' reading. Okay, group 3. So, you guys, with this Yum Yum, it's the Ace of Pentacles, and you got the 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. So, what I'm really getting with this Chaos and Conflict, Time for a Nap, Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting very shy. I feel like you're manifesting some free time or things to calm down a bit, because I feel like things are very chaotic and a lot is happening in your life right now, and I get the sense that you're kind of just sitting here being like, I just want things to slow down, I'm tired, I need a break. I'm getting that really strongly, so that may be something you are manifesting whether or not you realize it, because I get the sense that maybe you could be trying to manifest something else, but your energy is really focused towards needing a break. Yeah, I could definitely see that being the case for you guys, where you may be trying to manifest a new opportunity or something in that regard. But because of how chaotic things are surrounding you, with how you're internally feeling and internally thinking, your manifestations are more so leaning towards rest and having some sort of calmness. Now, I want to read the Greenwich Oracle cards for you guys, so I'm going to grab that booklet, because I find it interesting you guys have the apple and the tomato, because apples, I don't know, apples always made me think of love, and then the tomato is love. So let me see. So for the apple, which says continuance, it says, the future is assured and hope is all around for whatever is going on at the moment. Now is a brilliant time to work on your vision for the future, on goals, and reevaluating past decisions. Apples also align with the energy of love, and especially on bringing romantic bonds closer together. Look at the individual elements of situations a little more closely and be sure that you stand strong in your unique abilities or unique qualities. Keep ideas to yourself at the moment. And then the love card, I find it interesting they mentioned romance and love. But for the tomato, although sometimes considered a vegetable due to its culinary use, tomatoes are actually fruit and have strong energetic properties. Tomatoes will inspire and invite love into your life of all types and on all levels. Alignment is signified, as are chances for an increase in assets. Plans are liable to change, and you should be ready for adaptation in this and other areas. Be careful to communicate effectively with your partner and close friends. Okay, so I'm getting another message now. So I could see for some of you that you've just been having a lot going on and you're freaking tired, and all you want to manifest right now, or you are manifesting without realizing it, is time for rest. But another alternative that I'm getting is perhaps you are manifesting something or trying to manifest something in regards to relationships in your life. It could be romantic, it could be friendship. I'm getting more so romantic, but I want to keep it open for those who are not interested in that. But I'm seeing something about you trying to manifest for community and relationships, friendships, love, things of that sort. But I could see that perhaps you're sort of stuck in a loop with step out of your comfort zone, where you're not leaving your comfort zone. And you are having a lot going on around you, and you're not making space to work towards this thing you were trying to manifest, if that makes sense. Like, I could see how this, maybe meeting new people, is quite out of your comfort zone, and as a result, you may be unconsciously making yourself really busy to avoid pursuing this. Or it could be that you are just really busy and you need to rearrange your time or take a break to collect yourself. So yeah, I'm getting two scenarios. One where you could be trying to manifest something career-wise or relationship-wise, but because of how much is going on, you are actually, without realizing it, manifesting a much-needed break. Or I could see that you're trying to manifest new relationships or love, friendships, things like that. But because of how busy your life is and, your nervousness around the situation, in order to overcome it, you're being asked to take a step back from your daily life and really rest a bit and review yourself in order to move forward. So it could be that you're actively manifesting a break, or in order to reach your manifestation, you need to take a bit of a break. Because it definitely, with this chaos and conflict, it definitely feels very energetic around you. A lot is happening. With the Five of Cups, perhaps you have had a recent disappointment in something you're following. I found interesting, I believe it was either the love card or the continuance card that mentioned the need for adaptation. And I could definitely feel that with this Five of Cups, where perhaps recently you have had a disappointment on your way to manifesting this goal. And I could see that perhaps it's thrown you through a loop, and maybe to regroup yourself and get back on track, you need to take a step back and figure out how to adapt to the situation. With this Six of Pentacles, I'm also getting, don't be afraid to, ask for help with those around you if you're trying to, like, for example, if you're trying to manifest a relationship, don't be afraid to, ask your friends if they know anyone, or go out with your friends to certain events to possibly meet people. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. There's no shame in that if you need it, if you need the support of your friends to do certain things. So I'm definitely getting embrace that. And with this Two of Pentacles, I feel like you have been doing a pretty good job balancing everything that's happening around you. But I'm getting an image in my head very strongly of you're burnt out. So I could see I'm seeing it right now, this image on this card, but instead of her perfectly balancing them, she's starting to trip up because she's tired. And I feel like that could be you, where you have been balancing so much for so long that you really need to step back if you can. I know it's hard, life is very busy, but for your manifestation, you are being heavily encouraged to, if you can, put things down, maybe ask for help. For example, if work is really busy, maybe try and find support or people that can take on some of your tasks. Because I feel like you've taken on way too much, and usually you can handle it, but because you haven't had a sort of break in a long time, I could see that it's starting to weigh on you. And this may be where that adaptation is required, is sort of just not doing so much by yourself and carving a way to make free time for yourself to pursue your manifestation. Now I'm going to read the booklet for Chaos and Conflict, and let's see what it says. Oops, I went too far. Okay. The essential meanings are disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Okay, so yeah, like step away for a second if you can. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. Okay, so with this Five of Cups, I could definitely see like a lot of interpersonal conflict or some sort of conflict internally that is being projected outwardly in your life, and it's affecting your ability to balance things. I definitely think it has a lot to do with taking on too much, but if that's not the case for you, I could see it being where just something has happened where adaptation is needed, and it's been perhaps quite disappointing, and this is causing what feels like a hitch in your manifestation or what you were trying to achieve, where you're like, oh, I thought I was getting so close and then this happened, and what am I going to do? But like this card is saying, right now is a great time to sit back, sort of shelter yourself from the chaos, understand that right now is really a time of restructuring. What's no longer suited or needed is being swept away, and like with the Five of Cups, these two cups are still there. You still have things that are going to help you towards your manifestation. You just may not be noticing them right now, but you're definitely being encouraged at the moment to, if you can, step back from the chaos, go to others to help you with your workload so you can really recuperate yourself and deal with this disappointment and figure out a way to adapt to the situation to continue on with your manifestations. Now, step out of your comfort zone. I definitely could get, earlier, like I was saying, the discomfort with maybe meeting new people, but another thing I'm getting is perhaps you are very used to being busy all the time. Maybe that's where you are comfortable with, is being very busy. Maybe having free time makes you like quite anxious and whatnot. And I think this step out of your comfort zone could also be highlighting that and maybe saying, as much as you may avoid having a ton of free time, if that is something that applies to you, this is something you need right now, is to take a break. So step out of your comfort zone from being busy all the time and just try and sit with yourself and your own, thoughts and internal chaos to really sort it out within yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of chaotic energy, but it's not like really bad. It just feels very busy. A lot of busyness is happening. Maybe a lot of things are happening in your life at the moment. You have a large workload. And like I said, you're needing to adapt the situation, and I think you're needing to make time, like if you can, carve time away to really look at yourself and pursue what you're trying to manifest, because manifestation is only one part of it. The other part of it is taking the real world action, and that's very difficult to do if you don't make the time to take the real world action to achieve what you want to achieve. But yeah, group 3, I guess to give a quick overview, I'm definitely getting that you're really busy right now. There's a lot of chaos happening. Something has recently disappointed you quite a bit, and that could be contributing to the chaos in your life. I feel like you're very busy at work, you're balancing a lot, and it's overwhelming at this point. And I could see it where, because of this, you could find yourself trying to manifest maybe, for example, love, but because of how you're feeling internally and what your thoughts are focused on, you may be actually manifesting a break. Now, I could also see it being where you are working towards manifesting, like I said, for example, love, But in order to better achieve that manifestation, you need to take a break and really look inside yourself. Sleep a lot more, rest. You need to rest, I'm being told. And you will be able to better adapt to the situation and make more room and time to work towards your manifestations. So yeah, group 3, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. If you do enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you gave a like to this video and subscribe to my channel. It really does help out here on YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye!